In May, the Pope wrote a few sentences online about artificial intelligence. And millions of people read it. So the question is, how come that suddenly something that Pope writes becomes so popular online and becoming a viral thing? What he said there are a few things. The first one is that artificial intelligence has no body, it has no thoughts, it feels no joy and no pain, and basically it holds no responsibility for its own actions. And now one might think, why is that something that we need to say? And how come the Pope needs to be the one to say it? And I'll tell you what I think. Over the last 3 years, we have been bombarded by information how artificial intelligence developments are progressing with a rapid speed. And in many aspects they are. But at the same time, we are being told that they are machines with minds, that their intelligence is comparable to human, and that very soon it will exceed human minds. At the same time, we are listening to other stories that these artificial intelligence models, especially the chatbots, are just reusing the old things, the things that humans created over the history, repackaging it in a different way, and then, providing it to us as a feedback that to some might sound like smart, and to some others might sound like a, AI slop. You can see those dashes everywhere, which I used to like and cannot use anymore. And you can also see it in weird sentence constructions that now everywhere anything I read, I see it. So that's what we know about artificial intelligence at the moment. Now, what do I think about artificial intelligence? I think it is a very useful tool. And in my mind, I compare it to progression that we had in the old times, from calculating without calculators in our minds. Well, not even calculators, but calculating without any mathematics. And then suddenly somebody developed mathematics. And then from mathematics, we were doing things manually with different techniques. And we came to a calculator where when everybody starting protesting and fighting against them. Then we had a transition from these calculators into spreadsheets and Excel. It's a very useful tool that I personally very am fond of. And then I see this as a next step in this evolution of technology helping us think and helping us come to decisions faster, making products faster, and bringing more value to our society. There's another thing I was thinking about is a search function. And in the past, you have these cultures where people memorize complete books like Bible and Quran, and then you ask them and they can recite them immediately to you. So that's kind of the first things of indexing. You had a person who knew everything about it, and then we wrote these stories in the books, and at the end of the book somebody thought, okay, I'm going to write an index with a page number, if you remember. And then we got digital books with the search function. And now LLMs are becoming very useful in that context as well. So just for a context, I recently moved to a new position within the company I'm working with, and this new position is kind of a regulatory one and is driving changes and things like that. So you kind of have to know a lot of different standards, which I knew from before, but we are only human, and these standards change all the time. The company created its own LLM. that fed all the standards. And honestly, to me, personally, it feels like a superpower. If there are some questions, if I'm thinking about something, if I want to question some things, how we do things, can we do them better, I can go in and get my answers quicker. It can point me to the document. I can read the document faster. I know where it is. It truly is like a superpower compared to what we used to have in the past. Right. So in reality, it is not a magic. And in the past, it might have been felt like a magic, where you have these keystrokes and then suddenly you get an answer. But it's more or less like advanced search engine. So having said this is where the Pope comes in. And he identified several areas of potential problems that kind of resonated with me, what he said. And I'll tell you a couple of them. The first one is that AI is a machine and it lacks body, it lacks conscience, it lacks experiences, it lacks capacity for love, capacity for disappointment, emotions, to build relationships with friends, enemies. All of these things that we as humans do on a daily basis, and all of these things define us long term. And overall, these things that define us help us to determine what is good and what is bad. And this is what makes us human in big part. The machines don't have that. The second thing he said was to disarm artificial intelligence. And with all the conflicts that we have right now running in the world, we can see that more and more of these very dangerous systems are being equipped with artificial intelligence. If you are a fan of certain science fiction genre, like I am, you might have read books like Dune or watched a recent movie that became very popular. Or you might have seen the movie Terminator. They tell us about what might happen if you arm artificial intelligence. And the stories are not that pleasant and very nice. And this is for the very simple reason, because artificial intelligence has no conscience. It will keep on fighting until the end. And this is where my thinking comes in. I'm very against the war. I grew up in conflict area, and I don't see any value in them. If we as people end up in wars, they should be ended as soon as possible, because you cannot replace human lives. They're above any value. And what happens here is that if you arm these machines, they will just keep on fighting. They will keep on fighting until the end. Pope, caring about preservation of God's plan and God's creation on this earth, is definitely interested about these kind of things. And I can understand why he said what he said there. And I agree with it. And finally, the thing that he said, and that resonated very strongly with me, is protection of human dignity. Because the human dignity is inherent in all of us, and it should not be connected to value or production outputs. And don't get me wrong, I'm not becoming a socialist here, because if you want to earn a yacht, go and work, get that yacht. But having a yacht does not mean it's dignity. Nothing is owed to you. The human dignity is something else. And many of the most dignified people I met in my life live in absolute poverty. And these are the monks that live in monasteries. What dignity means is to respect each other. Now, let me ask you about, have this happened to you? Have you thanked ChatGPT in the past while dismissing fellow human being? So that's all from me. If you want to support this channel, click like and write a comment in the comment section, because this will help us with the algorithm to grow it. And if you want to further help this channel, there is a membership area and Patreon community. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.